I have to spend too much on gas for my car. Gas prices are going up. I have to spend too much money on gas for my car. Well, most of the world doesn't even own a car. So, putting that in perspective, only 18% of people in the entire world own a car. So yeah, today guys, we're gonna be doing a meeting over gratitude. Actually for this meeting, when Ron suggested that I do a meeting over gratitude, I rejected it and said, no, I'm not gonna do this. It's kind of that's like a load of BS, you know? It's like, I confused gratitude with complacency and being happy and satisfied with where you're at the moment. But there's a whole different way of looking at gratitude, which we're gonna kind of go over today. So we're gonna be going over with being thankful for the things that you have, as well as being thankful for what gets to happen for me, you know? And so, the typical meaning of gratitude is it's the quality of being thankful. And so, we're going to be practicing gratitude today, guys. So, get excited, put your gratitude hats on. Ready to go?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, war in Ukraine. Fun topic, right? Yeah, no. So, we're going to be going into a recession, gas prices are rising, all these terrible things are happening and whatnot. And so, it's like, what could possibly be worse for my life? Why is this all happening to me at this time? I've got X, Y, Z thing to worry about. But, I mean, what if you were in Ukraine right now? Things would probably be a whole lot worse, and we would probably be missing a lot of the qualities and things of our life here back in the United States. There's all kinds of things that we don't appreciate in the moment, but when all of that is stripped away, we miss that. And that's when we realize basically everything that we take for granted. The whole statement of, I have to go to work today. In most countries, it's very difficult to get really kind of any sort of job. And there's really no social security or unemployment benefits set up for people. So it's really difficult to find a job that can pay even somewhat decent, And if you don't have a job, no way of making income, then there's no one really out there to help you. You're completely on your own. However, here we've got a huge safety net and everything to make sure people are taken care of. So for example, my friend, not gonna say his name, but he lives in Sri Lanka. He has a master's degree in chemistry, but because of the economy and everything in Sri Lanka at the moment, he's got this job that pays him $100 a month for a master's degree. And so with any kind of opportunity available in the United States where uncapped income, uncapped commission in a sense, so they jump on that in a heartbeat, anything is better than that, right? And so I have to go to work today, changing it to I get to go to work today. I have a job. That's awesome. So another one would be I have to spend too much on gas for my car. Gas prices are going up. I have to spend too much money on gas for my car. Well, most of the world doesn't even own a car. So putting that in perspective, only 18% of people in the entire world own a car. So yeah, think about if we didn't have a car. I know some people here don't have one, but yeah, basically it provides you with so much freedom. You can go travel, relocate yourself at pretty much very good ease. And you can go travel, leave the country if something's going on, but people who don't have vehicles, there's all kinds of freedoms and liberties that they don't really have access to in a sense. So spending too much on gas, well, at least we have a car, right? And then, my AC/heat is broken. What could possibly be worse than this, So, yeah, it always sucks when your AC's out and everything. And it's gonna be a pretty uncomfortable night. But it's always good to think that in some of the most hot and tropical places in the world, only 8% of people have access to air conditioning. It's 2022, right? So it could be a whole lot worse. And so, when I used to live in Vietnam, there were all kinds of different basic comforts that you'd miss, So I slept in a Vietnamese dormitory for my school, in which I had a mattress that was shared by all of the other students in the school. They just put it out in the kind of like the courtyard for the sun to bleach it out and kill the germs, but then they just switch it and move it to different rooms. They never cleaned it. And so they switch it out. And it's it felt like a rock, Not comfortable at all. So when I came back to the US, it's oh my God, this bed is wonderful. This is amazing. It's not just like a piece of wood. But so there's all kinds of things that we take for granted, but we don't really appreciate or recognize in the moment. And then, oh, Trump/Biden is the worst. I can't believe they're doing this to our country. Making that statement in itself is it's a freedom of speech, you know? So you should be able to take that for granted as well. Because many countries, I'll just say Vietnam as well, making that kind of statement about the head of state in politics, yeah, you can go to jail for that, 100%. Like, they're gonna come and get you. So you're not allowed to make those comments, so we should be grateful that we are allowed to express our opinion in that kind of manner regarding politics. So there's all kind of things for being thankful for what you have, but there's another way of thinking about it too. It's being thankful for what happens to you, in a sense. We're gonna bring it back to what we do. Thousands of customers have said no to me so that I can handle rejection better now while maintaining my attitude, which strengthens that belief so I can maintain my attitude, and that way I can get more yes customers and increase sales/donations and everything like that. So all of these customers telling me no, so I get nothing, it strengthens my ability to handle and deal with rejection. That makes me better at my job. So yeah, give me some more no's. Let me get better at handling and dealing with rejection. So my whole team quit. So now I know what to work on as a leader. I don't encourage my people to network with anyone who've been on their first team and everything's going perfectly, you know? Because they haven't had to deal with recovering from a loss. So when we make mistakes and our team falls apart and everything, that's a huge learning lesson, you know? There's all kinds of things we can learn and take from that situation to prepare to be able to do it better and build back again the next time. So there's all kinds of things we can learn from that. So having your whole team quit, it's terrible in the moment, but it's a huge learning lesson, you know? There's all kinds of cool things that we can learn from that to become better and become stronger for the next time we do it. And then say, oh, I get to go to territory today. This skill set's gonna help me so that when I'm going for my qualification weeks, I can go and get that promotion, you know? So we've got different kind of qualification weeks for different positions and whatnot, where production is an issue. And so if something's happening in our event, let's say we're at like a Sam's Club and the electricity runs out and they have to shut down the whole store, what are we gonna do? And it's a Sunday and we're just trying to get $400 for our qualification week. If we miss that, you have to start 3 weeks all over again. So what are we gonna do? Are we just gonna like accept the loss? Or through doing territory at other events and such, develop that skill set and learn how to do it so that we can be confident and know what to do and say, and we can just go and get the job done somewhere else, you know? So I get to go to territory today because this is gonna train me and develop me for another situation in which I really need to use it, you know? Oh, I get to go to XYZ event today. Then I'm gonna improve my skill set of working with XYZ customers or dealing with XYZ situations. So yeah, there's certain events we don't really have a very good track record with, like a history. It's individual, like it's totally dependent upon each of you guys. Some people are really good at certain events, others are not, and it can be completely flip-flopped. But basically by going to like the event where we're not as good at, it allows us to go and practice and train and get to really learn how to connect and interact with those people so that we become better at that. So we can be more well-rounded in like the way in which we talk to different demographics, different types of people, and even just types of different events in general. So it's like we're first time working an event where it's drive-through. First time, probably not gonna go too great if we're anxious and not confident about it, but the more times you do it, the better you get. So it's like, let's just say, like if I told Deacon to go door to door and pitch people for Stand for This Silent, how's he gonna do? Probably not that great. But if I had Deacon do it every day for 2 months, by the end of that, he's gonna be amazing at it. So the same applies to basically different events and different strategies for working that event. We just need to learn how to do it and how to become confident doing it. So going to an event we struggle at, great learning opportunities so we can improve our skill set and basically master all the different types of situations, all the different types of people we interact with. Oh, I get to Extra Mile today. So, extra miling, fun stuff. So, we get to Extra Mile today so that we can strengthen our belief in LOAs. Law of averages are real. And so, if we're at an event and we've only talked to 70 people and we're like 150 away from the goal, well, I still need to talk to my 100 people. There's nobody in the territory, so I'm just going to stick it out at this event until I get 25 more people, or set a time goal. And so by doing that, we put our faith back in LOAs, and I think most people in here have had a pretty big success story with extra miling. Then they get that one customer who's like their 90th or something, and then do like 100 or 200 plus to send them out. So putting belief back in LOAs and just letting it play out, it strengthens that belief in it. And belief in LOAs in general creates a lot more confidence in us, because it is a real system, and we need to realize that it is a real system. So we need to see that it works before we put our faith into it. So I want you guys to go and see that it works. You know, it's extra miling, awesome way to do that. And so yeah, so this kind of ends with really, so the biggest guy in the gym, he's the one that's endured the most pain. The best student is the one who's studied the hardest. And then the best leader is the one who's lost the most games. So basically, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Asking yourself, why do I get to experience this? Like, what is the learning lesson for it, you know? And so our day is really what we make of it, and our attitude really determines what the results are. So there's only one score at the end of a game, and so you could be like 0 to 10, and there's 20 minutes left, but then you get 11 points. Does that 0 to 10 really matter? It's the end of the day, you get 11, you won. You beat the other guy. It's awesome. So our attitude determines what the results are for that day. So if we did everything to our best ability, we worked all of the 8 steps, all of the systems, and we didn't really get like the production number we were shooting for, but we learned something, it's still a great day, you know? Because like we learned from that, and we can carry that on to the next day, so we can become even better and better and better the more times we go through it. So basically by practicing gratitude, we can improve our moods and basically value the learning lessons hidden within each day. So yeah, this gratitude, guys.
Hey. Yeah.